It is Fox Across America with Jimmy Fallon, and this is a big damn deal. Joining us now on the show, a maiden voyage for a superstar senator from the great state of Louisiana. Say hello to Senator John Kennedy. Hello, sir.
Jimmy, how are you, man?
This is a big deal for me. I want you to know this.
Well, thank you for having me. It's my honor to be here.
Well, I will tell you that here on the
I got nothing else to do. We're in a shutdown, Jimmy.
You could have hosted the show today. I could have took off.
I got all the time you need, man. I got days, weeks, months.
I could have talked to you about Elvis, the moon landing. We could have got somewhere.
We can read the Bible to each other.
Well, we may. So let me throw one piece of high praise at you. When we were putting the rundown together today, one of my overseers here at Fox, I do this show in a shock collar. So if I go off the rail, you get like 3,000 volts in the neck, and that's the only way Sean Hannity will have me on his show. He lets you do whatever you want. I get zapped. But we're sitting here, we're prepping the show, and someone said to me, Senator Kennedy, funniest man in the Senate, which I agree with. But I have to caveat it, because being the funniest guy in the Senate is like being the hottest girl on The View, is it not?
That's right. Oh, you said that. I didn't, Jimmy. But it was a good one. It was a good one, man.
I'll take it. Are you following your prolific success on TikTok? I have a 16-year-old son, and you have become like a TikTok superstar. Like, you might as well be a rapper. I don't know how to describe you, but you're massive in all of these other communities. Are you taking stock in any of that? And there's a reason I'm asking.
I can't use TikTok. They won't let me. The Senate won't let me use it because we passed a bill outlawing it. Now the president, I think, is negotiating something with ByteDance, the owners of TikTok. But I had it on my iPad, and they made me take it off.
Unbelievable.
Bunch of Nazis.
I love this. If you're listening on the radio, Louisiana Senator John Kennedy is on the line, jokingly calling someone a Nazi, which I only want to point out because if I don't say you're joking, they'll think I'm interviewing a Democrat.
Yeah, I understand, man. I understand.
Well, the TikTok kids love you. And the reason I mention this is because you may or may not know this, but on this show, which is heard on about 200 radio stations across the country, we happen to play a lot of sound clips that might sound familiar to you. Can I play one of them for you?
Sure.
Just one. Okay, here you go. Since a big debate right now as we have Mom Donnie running for mayor, here is a constant discussion for us revolves around supporting the police. You might be familiar with this one.
Look, if you hate cops just because they're cops, the next time you get in trouble, call a crackhead.
Did you catch that?
I remember that. I cut a commercial in my reelection. I got in so much trouble, Jimmy. Everybody hated it except the voters.
Boom! That's what's up. So the question was, since you got us here, do we owe you royalties for this?
No, man, not you.
Oh,
not you. I'm honored that you would play it.
Oh, well, that's a big deal. If you'll give me a minute, I'm going to walk down the hall to HR and try to get my job back. Thank you for that.
Listen, if you need an agent, you just let me know. We'll get you a pay raise and a car out of it.
Well, I don't know, because the government isn't notorious for paying people right now. So I don't know if this sounds so sweet, but I'll take it.
I hear you.
I'll take it. I want me to tell you personally, okay, as a guy who hosts a Saturday night TV show, and I'm frequently on Sean Hannity's show after you a lot of times. Mm-hmm. And of course, I've
seen you.
Oh, come on, man. Well, if you've seen me,
man.
If you've seen me, you have doubled my ratings. That matters. Thank you, brother. Thank you. But let me give you this, because I went on tour with Sean this summer. We did a thing called Punchlines and Patriots, and it was a stand-up and a Q&A, and it was a lot of fun. But I can tell you the genuine best laugh you've ever gotten out of him, and I only know this from watching his reaction, is you said AOC is the reason we have directions on the shampoo bottle. Now, I know when a joke hits him because he has a great laugh and he really genuinely loves to laugh, and I love that about Sean. But sometimes if you next level him, he kind of gets hit in a way. It's like when a boxer's knees buckle, and I do believe that goes on your greatest hits album. Right up there with – go ahead.
I was just going to say, I remember when that happened. I was doing that show with Lindsay and with John Thune.
Yep.
And Sean kind of hit me out of left field. He said, okay, the last word goes to Kennedy. What do you think about Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez. So I just said what came to mind. I don't hate anybody, Jimmy. I'm like you. I don't hate anybody. I look for grace wherever I can find it. And the Congresswoman is entitled to her opinion, but she's crazy. She thinks you can land on the sun if you go at night. She does.
Good for you. I don't doubt this. Okay, if you remember last week, we had this controversy because she was saying Stephen Miller was 4'10" and he's 5'10". And I wanted to point out, as I was a former New York City cab driver, her being off by a foot is not as bad as the time she was off by 40 miles when she said she grew up in the Bronx.
Exactly.
the foot was.
Well, and then she had to apologize because she didn't want to offend short people. You know, I don't. Look, if I didn't know better, I would think that Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez was a Republican plant. I mean, she is she's clearly the leader of the party because she's the leader of the loon wing of her party, and the loon wing of her party is in control, and they've got every other Democrat scared to death, including Senator Chuck Schumer, and that's going to continue to be the case until the relatively sane Democrats go to Amazon and buy Spine online. And they don't want to do that, and they don't want to stand up to AOC or to the lone wing. So, you know, you reap what you sow, man.
So are you telling me that if I'm going to Vegas, I should bet the over 35 days on the shutdown?
Amen, brother. We're going to be shut down a while.
Yeah.
And look, this is not complicated. A couple of weeks ago on a Tuesday, our country was just kind of rocking along. We minding our own business. Our budget ran out at midnight, but that was cool because we were talking to the Democrats about a short-term extension while we negotiated a new budget. And Schumer comes up and says, wait a minute. I'm going to vote and tell all my people to vote to shut this sucker down unless you give us $1.5 trillion and we'll tell you how to spend it.
Wow.
Well, you know, our heads snapped back, and I think I told the press my mama didn't raise a fool, and if she did, it was one of my brothers. I wasn't about to vote for that, and no Republican was, and President Trump wasn't going to support it, and that's why we're in a shutdown. We haven't asked for a damn thing. All we have asked for is to keep government open while we negotiate a budget. And Schumer wants all this stuff. You know, dream weaver is what I said to Chuck the other day. So I need this and I need that. And I said, dream weaver, man, you know, put down the ball. We're just going to stay shut down.
Yep. And I haven't seen any side of budging on their end, any sign of that. Are there Democrats quietly behind the scenes that realize this is a fool's errand and they just don't have the guts to speak out? Is that what it is?
Sure, of course. Democrats do a better job of sticking together than Republicans in the Senate. As I've said before, Republicans were kind of independent thinkers. We've got some free-range chickens that kind of wander off on you. You got to go catch them. I've been a free-range chicken myself before. But the Democrats pretty much do what they're told by Senator Schumer up to a point. But I've got a lot of Democratic colleagues that think this is a mistake. They think it's hurting the country. But like them, they are scared of the socialist wing of the Democratic Party, which is in control. I mean, and they're in control, Jimmy. They're about to elect a socialist mayor of New York. I never thought I would see the day.
Yeah, that one blows my mind. As a guy who works in TV, they always tell me we need to avoid carbs, but I never expected to be standing in a bread line. You know, this is
amen.
This is
and I, you know, I wouldn't vote for him, but Mamdani's going to win that thing.
Yeah.
His only competition is Cuomo. And I can read a poll. Cuomo's dead as fried chicken, man. He can't win that race.
No, it's not. And he also probably killed off a lot of his supporters during COVID, but I don't want to get sidetracked here.
I'm not going to touch that one.
Good job. When it comes to meeting with people, like you talked about meeting with Trump, you're meeting with Biden and Schumer and Chuck Grassley and everybody in between. Do the most successful people have an efficiency to them? I'm very curious about this because I'm always told people who get things done just start doing it before you even propose what you need to do. Is that the difference between Trump and other people that have traditionally been in positions of power like this?
Well, Trump's very efficient. And he doesn't believe in task forces. He doesn't believe in committees. When I don't call the president every week. But I've got his cell phone number, and every time I call him, he either picks up or he calls me back within 6 hours. Wow. We generally work out whatever issue we have there on the phone. He'll make a decision. He's not afraid. He's a good business person. A good business person will look at things this way. If I've got 10 decisions to make today, I'm going to make all 10. 6 or 7 of them I'll get right. One of them I can go back and fix, and the other 2 I'll just get wrong. But batting 8 out of 10 ain't bad. and he's very decisive, and that's what we've been missing. President Biden, on the other hand, bless his heart, he couldn't finish a sentence without taking a nap. It was sad.
Would you say if we were ranking the worst presidents in history that Jill Biden would be near the bottom?
I hate to say it, but yes.
She was not
because I think history will look back and realize that a lot of what the Biden administration did, while he's personally responsible for it, he didn't make the decision.
Amen.
I used to get asked all the time by my people back in Louisiana, who's really the president? Because we don't believe it's President Biden. They see President Biden on TV talking like he's from outer space. And they say he can't be president. Who's the president? I tell them, whoever's got control of that teleprompter. Because the president just goes up there and he reads it, and I think it's 5 or 6 aides and his family, and they're the real president of the United States. And I think President Obama had an enormous amount of influence.
It sure reads that way, especially when he's as bitter as he is about Trump getting the hostages back. Because you could see that Obama he actually didn't mention him. He couldn't give him credit. And on some level, that just has to be a slight to him, no?
It is. And they see what President Trump did. Why did we get the hostages back? It's not complicated. Because President Trump, unlike President Biden, allowed Israel to slap Hamas and slap Hezbollah to Pluto. Israel just knocked the living crap out of it. And then President Trump turned around and hit Iran so hard, the Ayatollah was coughing up bones. and these were our enemies, and they were supposed to be so strong as horseradish. Don't mess with Hezbollah or Iran or Hamas. Well, Israel and President Trump did mess with them. Knocked them into a new zip code, and they said, "Hey, no mas. What do you want?" And Trump said, release the hostages, and of course they did it. And if they don't turn over their weapons, President Trump is going to turn Israel loose again.
Amen. Last question, then. You mentioned you mentioned you have the president's cell phone. I would never ask for his cell phone number, but could you get me Melania's number?
I do not have Melania's number,
all right,
but I will. I'll send you the president's phone number, and you can call him up late at night and think of some Halloween jokes or something.
Senator Kennedy,
he'll probably answer, Jimmy.
I know that's the thing about him.
And he may take you. Look, once he gets your cell number, Jimmy, he'll be calling you at 2 or 3 in the morning. He's like a stray dog. If you feed him once, you can't get rid of him, man. He never sleeps.
You're killing me, man. Listen, I thank you for some time today. I'm going to get off before I'm on a government watch list. But Senator Kennedy, you're the man.
Thanks, Jimmy. You're a rock star, man.
I'll take it. You're the best. Take care.